Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Ittle Dew 2 Plus. Let's continue. So we are wandering around, trying to look at some of the caves, some of the other areas, until we move to the next mainline story section. Then we found this area called the Vault, which I suspect might be the thing that gives us the ability that we're missing. Clearly there's something that the Y button, well, not the Y button, but the B button should be doing. And my guess is that that is probably some kind of ice ability. If I had recently played if I had recently played the, well, that seems like that's a small little section. If I'd recently played the first game, I probably would be able to tell you directly what the ability is. These moving platforms are never going to be welcome, considering how wonky this controls can be. It's going to often just be easier to kind of let it take you. And the only major issue here would be if it turned out that we ended up, we've got the protective amulet, your defense against projectiles is improved. Nice, I suppose. So that's just another item. And we probably won't get any major upgrades to this. So yeah, these things, you need to do them, particularly when you're seeing the temple teleportations, but they also are definitely hints to that they're not 100% required. And every time I go to the menu, I have to reset something. There's got to be some secret that I missed, I think. Yes, there's something in the Starry Woods and something to the top north. And then there's this cube, which doesn't do anything, but there's a secret thing behind it. Alright. It would be nice if you could just roll off the edge of these. And certainly that feels like something that could have been in this game and wouldn't have been a problem. Falling off an edge or rolling off an edge when you roll. In fact, I wouldn't even be upset if the game itself, let's see if we collected everything over here, and then those little candy cane creatures are still oddly 3D where everything else is flat 3D. We're also in a swimsuit just because it's an outfit we have. Alright, so there's something here, clearly, but I can't blow it up. So I've seen it, I just can't do anything about it. Alright, well, moving on. Further up to the top of this path. I must have some ability that destroys those things later on that unlocks. And over here is something we missed, and this won't be a problem. We've gotten upgrades to attacks, which stops sequences like this being really challenging. We have another secret shard, which I believe we are approaching a point. Yeah, we need one more secret shard, and then we'll unlock the first thing. These guys, I don't think ever attacked me, honestly. So, yeah. And we need to go to the top section, but I'm trying to just do everything. Let's see, is there something over here that would be new? Not by the looks of it. So it is still kind of a hassle that the way this is made is, man, for such a small game, there definitely feels like there should have been a couple extra weeks of programming put into it. Are these guys gonna attack me? Yep. Alright, well, these militaristic guys are oddly armored. Definitely it feels like an experiment towards that. So we've got enough secret shards, which that helps solve that as an issue. We can at least figure out what the secret shards do for us. And there's a cave to the far right, and I think it's probably worth our time to run around and just see all of this stuff, because I don't think we've ever really been in this area. Interesting. Almost certainly this is a cave, and yet it doesn't open up as a cave, so I wonder if there is a matter of some places, even if they are caves, you can't get into them until you've found the cave scroll. That might very well be the case. That was interesting. Now we've got another area. Right, and we need to get 4 pushes. So, doing something like this, and then doing something like this won't work. So, what can we do with this one? We break this. We put that there. Probably don't do that first. Do this. And then this. This. That won't work. What about that? And then that. There we go. Not too complicated of a puzzle, but I definitely did go quiet there. More and more I feel like I'm becoming much more of a quieter video game critic. And we're now in just a whole different area called Brutal Oasis, which seems to have spikes, but nothing I can break. Alright. Alright, so it seems like this, and then this, and this was the timing on that. And then we just have a danger sign. This guy is strong. He may be too strong for me, for my own good. That is a lot of damage I just took. We've got a tome. Has a 1 in 4 chance of blocking negative statuses. Interesting. And apparently we've done all of this area. Seems odd that we are just getting like fairly random things. It really does feel like the creators of this game are just in love with the idea of, let's make a game where you can wander around a basic open world and potentially miss a ton of content and it not really even matter because we've designed the game so that you could still play it without that content. Alright, we'll see what's in here. No, don't follow those sweaty creatures. They're gross. Gross. I don't know what the hint is for that. If there is supposed to be a hint for that. Got a cave scroll. So basically you end up going to places to find cave scrolls to then go to other places. It's kind of circular logic for, I would say. Let's see if we can look over here and yeah, we've been here. So there's nothing to that. This still feels like there should be a cave there. So I'm guessing that a cave scroll just does not unlock, or a cave scroll is absolutely required to open places where there are caves. Right. We are here. And there is some indication of something. There we go. Okay. I think this would be fairly easy to set all of these off at the same time. Let me ask this question. Nope. So we'll try that again. We can't stand on that. But if we push this down this way, went down this way, went over here, and did that, and then push that down there, and then push that up there. I think at this point an explosion would hit them all. Close enough. A crown, box of crowns. The box of crowns do kind of make it feel like Ittle Dew is a kid. There is kind of an inconsistency in this characterization. Like, I don't know if Ittle Dew is supposed to be a kid. daydreaming all of this, or if this is supposed to be a just weird real world but different. I believe the reason why we didn't do this one before was it was just too difficult with all those characters. And now we've gotten more health, and we've gotten the explosive ability to drop dynamite, tier 2 dynamite. Right. But there still is definitely... Right, so there's something in over this tall grass. There's a number panel by the looks of it. Interesting. And in here, there we go. That's just another secret shard. So to the right is the first secret shard area that would be a reward. You know those 5 musical pillars? You need to hit them in the ascending order. I don't know what musical pillars she's even talking about. Someone ran over a candy cane and put it on display here. And so you have that little barrier, but it doesn't really stop you from doing anything. Okay. And this is where we started the game originally. Here we go. You walk back here. 8 of these. Push the button by walking into it. And that opens some kind of tunnel. Let's see. Check it out. This place looks kind of different from the other dungeons around here. Now that you mention it, it looks like it was built more recently. We might have stumbled on something big here. Maybe there's treasure or some sort of super secret item. I'd be happy with just a health potion. I haven't had one in weeks. Oh yeah, Tippsie is supposed to be like an alcoholic with health potions. No, Tippsie, you promised to quit for good. I can't recall making a promise like that. I must have been unhealthy when I said it. So is this the plus part of Ittle Dew, or is there any new content in Ittle Dew 2 Plus, or is it just I'm an adventurer. Real adventurers need real challenges. Master of the roll button shall be required here. Also, there are no breakable walls. Okay, so I imagine this is going to be kind of just a nightmare scenario. On top of also knowing where to go and what to do. And seems like this probably would be a level best suited by as a big character. And he hit me with some kind of status effect that stopped me from being able to attack. So this definitely does feel like a level that you would have a lot more trouble the more difficulty you had with it. What is this, some kind of torture rack? Or it looks like a torture rack, but then what's on top of it? I don't even know. And this door is just some other way to access that area, apparently. See where this leads us. And that gives us full hearts. And now we're in a different area. Might as well just figure out what these different areas are. What's the point of them? What are these light up push-up blocks at the bottom mean? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to get up on these guys and hit them fairly quickly and fairly hard, because they'll be a pain otherwise. And apparently we have multiple symbols to teleport us multiple places. Not sure the real reason for the teleportation areas though. Like, it does seem oddly unnecessary. There are definitely some paths here that would be more difficult to work with. That is quite a mess, and this is a sub-boss, I suppose, because it is not actually making me stay in a specific area. I could have left the room. Interesting, this map is seemingly just increasingly But even if this stops me from doing damage, I can simply drop a dynamite on him. Alright. Let's go down this way. Alright, well, if I do this, and then walk over that way. Oops. Let's go see what's over here. That doesn't really do anything for us. Need something on both of these switches. And then that just opens up another shortcut. Okay, you walk through here. That lets you push that down. You walk through here. And then it eventually lets you cycle. Okay. Now, what do you do? Yep, push this up. How's that help you any? you go up here, that won't do anything. Sliding a cube this way would do nothing. Sliding a cube this way would probably do nothing. Although it's an interesting idea. So we should test it. No. Because then you run into this problem. Which then that just ruins that. So our available options are to push one down this way. And then maybe push another one down this way. And then I don't even know. If we could get something here, we could push it up at some point. Okay. So let's say we push this up. Now what? Can't push two things. And that's going to inherently be the problem with this puzzle, is that you just can't push two things. If I push this down, I never get it back up. These things don't do anything for us. Let's ask this question. Like there is no sliding or grabbing or anything like that. So if I could get one to slide all the way that way, at that point I probably could get this here and push that there, and yeah. So I can kind of know what to do. It's just a matter of figuring out how to do it, and it actually shouldn't be that difficult. It's just a matter of pushing that up that way, but doing that at a point in which this is already over here. And that's, so there is this one misstep you can make. And where is the way to avoid that misstep? You have to do this first. That's what you have to do. Then you can do that. Then you push that up. Then you push that down. Then you push that over there. Then you push that up. All that for a box of crowns. Next. Okay, we were going to go this way, I believe. And oops. Since when could you do diagonal? That's some BS. That's some great ABS there. There's nothing in that one. Okay, well, let's try this. I feel like they've custom programmed that to go diagonally. Like, I feel like that was a cheat, not something that I ever am gonna have to know ever again. And then this. Interesting. We're back to this stuff, which I lucked out on that. That was really lucky. But I'm not really having a major struggle yet either. And certainly would have been nicer in some of the puzzle areas if they had allowed me to like if they had really allowed me to focus in on doing these puzzles without falling off the edge or giving me health to adjust for falling off the edge. Yeah, I don't feel like there's a diagonal here that can be done. So I'm not sure how I was supposed to solve that. Game. Let's think this through. Have to break that. Yeah, if anything, the dial on these would indicate to you that you're only supposed to be able to move up, down, left, and right. Well, there is one thought, I suppose. No, that didn't work. And rolling off the edge doesn't do anything. Let's just double check. No, there's no way I'd be able to teleport an item. Let's see. I don't know if these guys are actually taking damage or not. They seem like the answer to that is no. Okay. So it seems like I have to just convince them to run towards me. Interesting enemies. I doubt we will spend too much time on them. Man, it really is nice to just always have some more life. Yeah, I don't understand. But I think there is something to this. Like over here, we see that the electricity flows through these bricks. And over here, we see something similar to that. So, if I was to do this, that does seem to lead towards something, doesn't it? I bet this one wasn't needed. Yeah, if I put that one there, that would be hitting that. I can get 2 of these for sure. With the... Yeah, we figured this out. Right. Do that way. And then that way. And then that way. I can just hit that guy. So all we need to do now is manage to time everything, or think of a different system. Like we definitely would have had one more cube. Is there somewhere where a cube is being underused? Yes, at the top there. So that I could have gotten 2 more. 1, 2. It's still not enough, though. So is there something that's being underused even more? Or something that would just have been a shorter run. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This would have been 1, 2, 3, and then 4. This would have been 1, 2, 3, and then that's it. Okay. So we do want to include this one. I don't know if maybe we don't need to include some other people. This is also one we can't move, so it does make sense to use that one. So I can put 1 here and 1 here. I could put 1 here and 1 here. This is also one we can't move, so again we should use that. 1, 2, I think. This. There we go. So it does take a lot of movement, but we've got it. Nice. And now we have a level force 2, a force 1 level 2, which, okay, that's fine. Does that potentially knock me back a little bit further and make it a little bit easier? Maybe. But I don't know if that really helps anywhere as much as it seems like it should have. This is where we entered. And we've kind of done almost all of this map so far. And then that just puts us back over here. 1, 2, 3. So we have a jump. Or what? It does seem like you probably need to hit it like that. Yeah, that's the trick. Is that you had to pull off almost a miracle shot. To get there. And I guess we are going to take on a boss, which I'm a little surprised about that. Ultra Mechabun. I am Ultra Mechabun. I am the dungeon boss. This guy might be particularly hard. The Queen of Adventure is the true master of this island. Never heard of anyone like that before. The Queen built this dungeon. The Queen built me. Now I fight you. I do like fighting. Bring it on. This guy is not... He is not, like, weak by any means. Like, I think I'm gonna possibly lose here. Think I probably just need to go for some diagonal attacks. Ooh, so this is gonna suck. We're gonna have to... They said the rolling mastery was gonna be a factor here. That being said, I don't know how much rolling something like this would save me from. Yeah. And this is on the easy fighting too. Alright. Let's just do a run where we mostly just try to dodge. It seems to me like it's kind of hard to do this. We may just want to dodge his attacks completely until he starts showing off. Yeah, bouncing things back seems to be about the only thing that seems to not work. Yeah, we're just getting about half of his health down. And then when I bother to try and put down an explosive thing, it's still like so risky. Like, I'm sure I could probably struggle through this, but I don't think it's really worth the time and effort. I think it's just smarter to say, hey, let's leave this dungeon, hope that everything saves and that we don't end up playing the whole thing all over again, and let's just come back later. See, I was hoping that the warp would let me warp to the beginning of this dungeon instead of to the very end. This 5 might be an indicator that you need a level 5 wand. There might just be a lot more game than it seems. That very well might be the case. Okay, well, it seems like the teleportation elements depict some things. And it seems like that red dungeon is going to be just depicted on the map to tell us that we need to go back and do that. So the only thing I want to really check is, let's once again hit this area and see if I can maybe do these puzzles. No. Because these definitely only go in like one direction. Right? Now if I fall to my death, it resets everything, right? So could have it in the air. Certainly. But yeah, the only way this would work. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. None of these blocks would do anything. That definitely doesn't blow up fast enough. Then over here, there's no diagonal pushing going on. There's no way to diagonally push anything. So there still is no way to solve this at all. It's still is totally unsolvable, at least with our current abilities. We obviously need some other thing, which I really wish the game had just not let me into that maze area if that was going to be the case. And then, let's see, Fancy Ruins takes you over this way, which there is something here. Ah, yeah, we can take this guy out fairly easily. Another life. Is there anything else secret in here, you think? It is odd. There's really just not a lot to say. We probably didn't look around this area super carefully. Like, here's a whole area. I have a fire sword, so I don't even have to solve the puzzle. So I solved the puzzle to light the stick on fire to run back and to open that if I needed to have done that, which I didn't need to do because I had the fire sword, which does then bring about the very valid question about how much content in this whole world has been potentially just ruined by the fact that I skipped it because I didn't have enough life at the time. And now there's definitely did that. Now there's really less of interest. Let's see what's up this way. This is a whole nother area, Pepper Pane Prairie. I might as well, I guess, show the areas and map out the areas. This is a 16 dungeon, so there are stronger dungeons. I'm not sure if they are absolutely required dungeons by any means. So this would have just been hit the stick to light that. Let's see. Now we have an extra lockpick. One thing that occurred to me is it could be that each of these dungeons has a random pool of items in which they will spawn. Not random in actuality, but a set number of items in a certain order. So if you've collected everything in a certain area, you might get an extra key. If you've got an extra key, you might get just a map scroll to other areas. You might very well have gotten all the caves in certain areas, and so they're probably trying a little bit to make it so the game pushes you forward and you're still looking at content and trying to play the game and not just waste your time. This was the starting area. Like every time you even walk into another area, well, maybe it doesn't have to do with walking into another area. Maybe it literally just is because you've yeah, no, it is every time you walk into an area, it doesn't save your settings. Seems like that's something you could have fixed. Take a break from adventure every 30 seconds. We meet again. I'm not managed to find any optional hidden caves, but there must be one nearby. Okay. Okay. So this would probably be fairly difficult to do without without a dynamite, but with a dynamite it works. Yeah, and I guess the fact that the first dungeon was a pillow fort might be another indicator that Ittle is supposed to be a kid dreaming up all of this. Which, that's a fine story. It doesn't really do much. It's kind of in the same vein as the Princess Bride setting, where the Princess Bride is just a story tale, a fairy tale being told to a kid. It's really at best a narrative device, and at worst just an extra contrivance for no real reason. Now I remember coming in here and this guy being a big pain, so we'll have to see how much of a hassle he is. And I guess the answer is not much of a hassle. We can walk around that. And now we have another section of Pepper Pane Prairie unveiled, which I probably should have just walked in those areas earlier. This definitely looks like there would be something to this, but okay, these are the musical pillars, and being fairly tone deaf, this is going to be a hassle, but whatever. That's high. That's higher. That's higher. That's low. That's low. So let's go low, low, high, high, high. This is lower than this. This is lower than this. So it does feel like this. Maybe it's something along this line. Okay. I got it. I think it was this, this, then this, then this, then this. And more of these Medusa creatures, which they're fine, but oddly we haven't run into any of them at all in the entirety of the overworld, which you would have thought. We've got some flies that seem like they want to cause us trouble. So can we not climb? No. You can't. We're gonna have to go all the way around. And we could stop here. And that probably is the right move to do. We still have 2 other items to collect. And then just this one ability that we've kind of completely missed. And I just don't know where we missed this, if we actually have missed it. We're halfway through the, I think, first half of the game, and we're quickly working towards having 16 secret shards to open up another one of those final extra boss battles. It does feel like, though, and maybe I vaguely remember in the first game running into some boss battles that were just like extra and a little too frustrating, and we might run into that same problem here. The only thing that's going to really seem to help us is if we could get something that does more damage and reduces the damage we take and knockback we take. Would probably be slightly helpful too. I kind of wonder if Tippsie is also supposed to be a female flying fox, since I always thought it was a he, but yeah, this might just be two female characters. It would be kind of hard, I guess, to assume that he isn't a he when he's not wearing any clothes. I guess at this point he's just walking around naked. So, in this depiction. So I guess maybe Tippsie is a female fox slash fairy. Just based on the bikini outfit. Although, who knows? It could just be silliness for silliness sake. Yep. There is, before we wrap up here, still that problem of a lack of foundational character building in this game that really seems to be missing. It would be hard to justify playing a third game in this series, other than just based on, well, I like Legend of Zelda games and I've yet to find too many other Legend of Zelda top-down games like that. That's really the only thing that this game has had as a sales point to me for the first two in the series, and it'd be hard to argue that I really would want to play a third game in the series, since we're getting exactly the same characters in the second story, and, well, almost exactly the same characters, and none of them have any real personalities to mention. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.